Yo, what's up guys? Thanks for tuning back in. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different for all you S2000 owners. I want to give you guys a few things in my opinion that are the 5 best things you can do to your S2000. So let's get into it guys and let's talk about it. So number 1 that I want to talk to you guys about, if you're thinking about one of your first mods that you want to do for your S2000, I would recommend suspension. Specifically, coilovers. I know you guys want to go probably the cheaper route. Maybe you don't have that much money and you're thinking about going lowering springs. I would just save up, not even waste the money on lowering springs, and get adjustable suspension. Don't be like me and get the lowering springs and you're not really happy with them, and down the line you're like, man, I should have just got the coilovers. So save your money, get coilovers. That's number 1 for the S2000. I think it's one of the best mods you can do. You can get the car looking right. It enhances the driving experience. As for me, I went with Tien Flex coilovers. I've had them now for a few years and they're pretty good. There's a few different things on the market you guys can get depending how baller you guys are. There's a lot of different things you guys can get. So number 2 that I would suggest that will really enhance the S2000, and I think it was one of my favorite mods from the beginning. I think it was like the second or first mod I ever really did on the car. It really like woke up the car and enhanced the driving experience a bunch. So I'm gonna show you guys what that is right now. And that is an exhaust. Another thing, again, there's a bunch of different styles on the market you guys can get depending on how baller you guys are. Again, I ended up going with the Apexy N1 custom single shot exhaust, and I love the way it sounds. I get a bunch of compliments on it all the time, and it really brings out the experience of the car and the spirit of driving it. So that is the number 2 thing that I would get. So the third thing you guys can do, it kind of goes hand in hand with suspension, and these two combined makes the car like a dream. It really brings out the experience in driving it, and there's like, again, another bunch of options you guys can go down and do your research, and depending on what you like, there's a bunch of different options. So I'm going to show you guys it, and this one's really important right there with suspension, and that is a good tire. So we're on Nankang AR1s. I did a bunch of research on these. I ran the Toyo R88Rs, and personally I'd rather have these than the Toyos. They grip just as good, or better actually, in my opinion, than the Toyos. And you can do more than a straight line, which is what the S2000 is intended for. So I ended up going with the Nankang AR1s. These tires are amazing. As for me, I'm boosted and they don't have a problem putting down the power. And for the price, I think it's a pretty good deal. So you pair that with suspension, and that's only going to bring out the experience of the S2000 even more. So let's say you guys got all those mods I'm just talking about. You're watching the channel, you're like, you know what, I already got the exhaust, I got the freaking suspension, I got the tires, and you're looking at, man, what's the next level? What else could I do that will really bring out the car? So those of you guys that are NA, if you guys put a couple bolt-ons on, intake, exhaust, test pipe. The car, you're not gonna reach the full potential of the car if you just put those on. The only way that you're gonna like really maximize those parts that you put on and really feel like a big difference besides the sound is a tune or an ECU. So I'd recommend getting an AEM V2 or Infinity. I went with the V2, and let me tell you guys, like, this is probably one of the biggest differences, like, compared to stock. Getting it tuned to a stock S2000, like, it's like night and day difference, guys. This is one of the like most important things. If you're on the fence about it and you're like, damn, it's a lot of money, like, I don't know if I should buy it. I know how it goes, guys. Like, shit's expensive, I get it, but this is worth it. It's bang for the buck. So last but not least, the best mod you can do for your S2000. Hands down, this is the best, guys. So I'm gonna show you guys what it is. I think you guys have an idea. So let me show you. So let's pop the hood real quick. And I'll show you guys. What's up? I'll put this down for a second. We all know that the stock S2000 is not fast compared to today's cars. And you know, it does sound cool with the intake, test pipe, exhaust, even tune. So we'll do a little comparison with the full bolt-on pull and Craftsworks kit, so you guys can see the difference and see why this is such a major upgrade, and why I think if you're going to build your S2000, it's something that you need to have. And 3, 2, 1, NA pull. But you're gonna get beat by a lot of cars, especially like a family car, like a freaking minivan will take you out, it'll hang with you, or like a stupid SUV, even an Accord. I think an Accord would take this out if it was stock or full bolt-on. But if you're going boosted, this is the best thing you can do. I can't describe to you guys like how crazy it feels. I'll attach a little clip so you guys can see how it goes. And ready? 3, 2, 1. Alright, so you guys checked it out. It totally changes the experience of the car. It like makes it feel like this thing is like a rocket ship. Feels like this is how it should have came from the factory. So I'll give you guys a brief explanation of what the setup here is. This is a Craftsworks kit. It's on upgraded injectors, 1300X series, full E85, and science of speed clutch, and a Walbro 450 hot wired. Currently it's at 490 wheel horsepower. And let me tell you guys, this thing is a freaking rocket ship. It takes off like no other. The only way I could describe it to you guys is like, it's like exhilarating. It makes you feel alive. It puts a smile on your face every single time you guys drive it. So if you guys are wondering, hands down, what's the best thing you can do to your S2000? This is it, guys. Going boosted. And I'd say especially supercharged, because I've driven turbo and supercharged. Turbo, yes, it feels fast, but it's kind of numb. It doesn't feel like NA still. The supercharger is more linear. It feels like the S2000 still. It makes power up top. So that's it for today, guys. If you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. And yeah, get ready for some new stuff pretty soon.